Question that we have here is, what are the most important things to get to know about an athlete in order to coach them effectively and have a good relationship? And I think this question is interesting in part because there could be two separate questions. What's the most important thing to know about an athlete to coach them effectively? And then a separate question, and to have a good relationship. Sometimes, at least from the outside, being really effective with an athlete might not also check the boxes for what people initially think of when they talk about a good relationship. And I think about UConn women's basketball just winning the national championship. And, there was that meme on social media where Paige Beckers or walking off the court and hugs Gino. And, they asked Gino what he said to her. And he said, "I love you." And she said, "I told him I hate him." So there's a lot of dynamics at play here. For me, when it comes to effectively coaching someone, it is a commitment to curiosity. So, the most important thing in order to effectively coach an individual and to create a great relationship is a commitment to curiosity. What's working, what's not working in my attempts to coach that individual? Am I being intentional about asking relative to the athlete's previous experience, their previous experience with coaches, their previous experience in their sport, their experience with their parents? Like, am I spending time getting to know who they are as a person in addition to how I can effectively coach them? And is there reciprocity? Because with shared understanding, that gives us a long runway for progress. But if I'm making judgments or I don't know and I'm trying certain things and I'm doubling down on those efforts when I'm met with resistance, if I'm not curious, it's going to be much harder, one, to be effective, but two, to build a good relationship. And something that I've been leaning into lately, and this is an upcoming blog post, is this idea of repair in relationships. So sometimes we think of a good relationship as one that's absent of conflict, one that is harmonious, one that is positive, one that is, a space of mutual appreciation. What I'm learning is that good relationships, the foundation of good relationships, is not the absence of conflict or disagreement. It's how well those individuals in the relationship repair with each other following conflict and disagreement. And so if I could offer anything, get curious, get to know them, allow them to get to know you, be open and intentional about spending time investing in them as a person so that then you can coach them as an athlete. And the relationship piece, when confrontation or conflict arises, recognize it as a moment to learn something more about how to have a better relationship. And when you miss the mark with someone, it is okay. That's the starting point for being able to repair, which strengthens the relationship moving forward.